Have you ever done this? You're scrolling, looking for that spark, that little inspiration, and then you see it. That perfect craft room. The walls are pristine and every single supply is in its exact color-coded spot. And it's beautiful. And it's also intimidating. And then suddenly that spark that you had, that itch to make something, it just vanishes. You look at your own space and maybe it's the corner of the dining room table or a box of supplies that you've tucked neatly under the bed. And you think, I can't create, not until I have that. Well, today we're going to talk about that feeling. We're here to bust two of the biggest myths that keep us from making our own magic, because we believe that magic isn't in the setup, it's in the making. So let's start with the big one. Myth number one, the magic needs a perfect studio. The truth is that perfect space is often a showroom and not a workroom. Magic isn't tidy. It's chaotic. It's experimental. It's getting glue on your hands or your shirt or your chair, as I do often, or paint on your face, on your hands, on the floor. I did that last week. Creativity doesn't care if your desk is messy. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand some of you are cringing right now at the thought of a messy desk. But creativity doesn't care. It just wants to be invited to the party. So, how do we make space for magic when we don't have a whole lot of room? We stop trying to build a perfect space and we start creating a possible space. My favorite secret weapon for this is the magic cart.
This little cart is a studio on wheels. You don't need a whole room. You just need one project's worth of supplies. Load it up with your watercolors, your journal, or your carving tools. Wheel it to the kitchen table after dinner. Wheel it out onto the porch in the sunshine. When you're done, you'll wheel it back into the closet. It's a possible space that comes to you.
Or if your craft is smaller, how about a project basket? If you knit or embroider or sketch, or in my case, this is macrame, give your current project a beautiful home. Now, mine isn't beautiful by any stretch of the imagination, but it is functional. You can put a basket by your couch or a special box on your nightstand, or like me, a little plastic tub on a shelf. When you have 10 minutes, you just grab the basket. There's no setup. There's no getting ready. You just begin. The magic doesn't need a 500 square foot room. It just needs sometimes a 1 square foot basket. Your lap can be a studio. The kitchen counter can be a studio. The floor in a patch of sunshine can be your studio. Stop waiting for the perfect space. The magic's going to happen anywhere that you are as long as you start. Okay, so we're going to talk about another myth, and that's the one that gets our wallets, especially mine, into trouble. Myth number 2 is that the magic needs all of the supplies. We've all felt it. That pull, if you just get that new set of 164 markers, right? Then I'll be a real artist. I can't possibly start pottery until I have a wheel and a kiln. I need all 50 colors of washi tape before I start that traveler's notebook project, right? Here's the secret. More supplies don't make you more creative. I'm going to say this again for those of you in the back. More supplies do not make you more creative. Sometimes they just make you feel overwhelmed. You spend so much time organizing supplies, you never actually use them. There's a joke in the crafting industry that says that purchasing craft supplies and using craft supplies are two totally separate hobbies. And I could not agree more. So real magic is resourceful. It's in your hands and in your mind, and it's in the challenge of seeing what you can do with what you already have. One good pencil can create a masterpiece. A needle and thread can make something beautiful and also useful. So instead of looking for what you're missing, I want to challenge you to practice creative constraint. First, shop your home. Before you buy anything new, I want you to look at what you already have with fresh eyes. That cardboard, it's a canvas. And that old stained t-shirt, yarn, that junk mail, it's a universe of color and texture for collages. Creativity loves limitations because it forces you to be innovative. And if you're learning a new craft, I want you to try the one thing challenge. Instead of buying the giant, expensive beginner's kit, buy one good thing. One good brush and one tube of paint. See how many different shades you can make. Learn everything you can do with just that one color. You are going to learn more about painting from that one tube than from a box of 72 that you're too afraid to use and spoil. The magic isn't in the quantity of the tools. It's in the intimacy that you build with them. So let's stop waiting. Let's stop waiting for the perfect empty studio, for that one specific tool to arrive in the mail. Your magic is not on a store shelf, and it's not in someone else's perfect feed. It's right here, and it's right here. It is in the messy pencil stroke, and it's in the courage to use the wrong color. It's in the quiet moment at the kitchen table, just making. Because magic doesn't need to be perfect. In fact, the magic isn't perfect. It's in the making. I want to thank you so much for being here with us today. Now I have a question for you. What is that one thing that you already have that you can use to make something magical this week? I want you to let us all know in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to start with what we've got. If this sparked something in you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more magic, and we'll see you next time. Now, I want you to go and make something magical.